right. Well, welcome to the Oyasound Podcast with your host, Sabine Blaizin, and today's special guest, Stephen Baboun.
Sabine.
Kisha,
My fam, I'm
yeah.
so excited to be here. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Sabine.
Uh,
Um,
thank you.
Panukontam la.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
I've been wanting you as part of this podcast for quite
Oh,
some time
thank you.
because you are the vision behind the music, the visuals, what people see, the energy. And I'm just so happy that you agreed to be part of our first release, Tonight We Fly.
Honor, big honor,
I
Sabine.
swear,
I
Nabole.
freaked out when you did approach me. I was super excited because I admire
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Okai, PCI. I like even the sounds you got. I mean, I've been a fan of y'all's for a long time, so this was really special.
Thank you. Thank
Definitely.
you. It's definitely great synergy and alignment. And just your work alone and
Merci,
what
Sabine.
you represent, especially with your Haitian roots,
Thank you.
your vision. We're both alumni of the new school.
Yes,
Yeah.
Parsons, shout out.
Hey, Eugene Lang.
Oh,
No
Eugene
one,
Lang.
no
Okay,
one
new
knows about
school, new
Eugene.
school. No, I know about Eugene Lang. I love it.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I couldn't think of anyone else to represent the visual aspect of the album.
Oh, Sabine.
So let's get into it.
Yes.
So, how did you approach this visually, knowing our music, being to our events,
Yeah.
presenting you with the concept?
Yeah.
And I know we've done a variety of things like a photo shoot, etc.
Yeah.
But it's just the colors, this
Yeah.
is your area of expertise. Just tell
Yeah.
us, how did you weave like the symbolic message of the album into the color palette or
Yeah.
the composition? Also knowing that the album is rooted in Haitian traditional sounds, like
Yeah.
from
Absolutely.
Congo to voodoo
Absolutely.
rhythms, but also house music,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? So
Absolutely.
is that traditional and the contemporary. So yeah, how were you able to fuse all that, but in this like beautiful
Yeah.
visual design that speaks to you?
Yeah. So it was. It felt honestly, Sabine. It felt like such an organic journey.
Yes.
So I think the first song I ever heard was "Assoir na volé, Tonight We Fly."
Oh yeah.
That's the first single you sent me to kind of get cooking, get inspired, and I received the rest of the songs. But I kept, the album is so special in the fact that it blends traditional Haitian sound with Afro electronic music. Like
Yes.
I'm thinking about songs like "Tonight We Fly" that has a big Rara influence.
Yes.
I'm thinking
Yes.
about Angola that fuses Afro electronic beats with traditional folklore music like Panamam Tombe. We're
Yes.
putting Panamam Tombe in Angola. Like this fusion of Haiti and her sisters, like in that album
Oh, I
felt
love that.
so. I couldn't differentiate the sounds at one point. It all kind of married, blended well together.
Like a feeling,
Like a
right?
feeling, like,
Yeah.
you have some Afro house, Afro beat, Afro electronic um, aspects, but you have heavy
Yeah.
la la voodoo rhythms in it
Yes.
too. And I don't know, it just married together so well. And I just kept thinking about that marriage. And I kept
Mm.
thinking also about both African and Haitian culture living and feeding off, textile as visual identity,
Yes.
textile as
Yes.
fabric, as way of survival, way of representation.
Mm.
Look at Haitian culture, look at Haitian
Yeah.
voodoo with
Yeah.
fabric and how people adorn themselves and dress and adorn their lacous and
That's right.
use different fabrics and different textures for different lois. So
Yes. Yes.
all of these, the music kind of evoked all of these ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of ran with that. And it's crazy because the photo we shot the photo 4 years before.
Yes. There was no album.
There was no album.
I mean, there was lots of singles.
Right. Yeah. A lot of singles, but 2020, COVID, I think,
Oh
dead
my
in COVID.
gosh,
I came to your
yes.
apartment, Sabine, and we shot it.
Yes.
And we didn't do anything with it. You used it for
Right.
some stuff, but when you approached me with this project, I think we both felt like we had to go back to this.
Exactly. And just even the concept of using these different fabrics and the texture, but
Mhm.
really having it veil us.
Yes.
It's
yes,
almost
yes.
like And it's interesting because it's our first album
Yes,
collectively, but
yes.
it's like a rebirth of a lot of the singles that have been
Mhm.
out for many
Mhm.
years, but we're putting out this full project. And it's almost like going through this initiation
Yeah.
and this process. And now
Yeah.
we're coming out of the, you know,
Yeah, yeah, no,
the,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, and I was just inspired by the tactility of, you know, of Haitian art, like how I wanted the drums, we wanted the conch
Mm-hmm.
shell that Okai,
Mm-hmm.
plays in the albums. I think no
Luana
Luana
Dlo,
Dlo, he
yes, he
has a
opens
conch,
up. Yep.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted, and if you look closely, there are some hidden messages, like in the tambour, there's La Sirène, there's a sculpture of
Yes.
La Sirène, there are different
Yes.
hibiscus flowers, and there are different, you know, veves and symbols, and so I wanted to kind of
Mm-hmm.
play with that
Yes, I love how you
kind of those
interwoven
materials.
all of those
Yeah.
different pieces. And for me, it's the colors. That's the
Mm.
feedback I got.
Okay.
How rich
Yeah.
those colors
Yeah.
are. But then, like you said, is indicative of how rich our
Yes.
spirituality,
Exactly,
our
Sabine.
practice,
Our music.
our music, and
Yeah.
all the different elements from the
Yeah.
diaspora. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even the font that you chose too.
Yes. I wanted to talk a little bit about the font,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I was inspired. I mean, it kind of my take on the font, but I was inspired by kind of how do you say it? Like so I grew up in Haiti, so
Yes.
a lot of the like the stores and like little
Mm,
boutiques, they have
right.
these hand
Yes.
painted
Yes.
signs,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I've always loved it. Like even in the back of the tap taps, which is our mode of transportations, you have
Mm-hmm.
quotes and you have paint and you
It's
have
so
paintings
beautiful. Like
and
these rich murals that
yeah,
everyday community folks.
mobile murals, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was inspired by that tactility, that kind of, like I said, like our art, our religion is so hands-on. Like
Right.
our art, the way our artisans weave, the way our
Mm-hmm.
musicians play with the drum, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yeah. So I was really inspired by that.
Yeah, we definitely feel that. And not only did you do the cover art, but you also created other visuals
Oh yeah, that
because
was
we
really fun.
also, were promoting the album. But
Yeah.
of course, the best way to feel the
Yeah, yeah,
album
yeah. It's
is
just
to
the
experience it
visuals.
at a party, right? Okai's drumming, I'm DJing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and just thinking of how we could continue this partnership and beautiful
Absolutely.
relationship of bringing the visuals to life.
Absolutely.
So you created a series of projections
Yeah.
for us to play in the background
Yeah.
during our album release, during our
Yeah.
parties.
Yeah. That was
So
really
talk a little bit about that because those are like,
Oh yeah.
it gives me such a beautiful Afrofuturistic feel
Yes,
because,
I'm happy.
and now that I understand a little bit more deeply like your intentionality with
Yeah.
using certain elements
Mhm,
in the
mhm,
cover
mhm,
art,
mhm.
but you brought them to the forefront,
Yeah,
like in the visuals,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you
absolutely.
used a lot of different color palettes
Yeah.
as well, and actually images of people from Haiti.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
talk to me about that.
Yeah, I think that was such a fun part
Yeah.
of the project, to kind of how can we, and I was inspired by different songs, like Luana Dlo was that visual with the crown in the water.
Mhm.
Maswe Anavole was interesting enough. The one with my friend Nick with the kind of the peacock one, and it has like
Oh,
all these,
yes.
yeah, I don't know if you've
I love all of them.
yeah, yeah. There's that, and then there's Miss Amy, I'm trying to think. There's the vinyl, the conch
Yes.
that turns into vinyl.
Yeah, and the swirly.
Yes.
Oh yes,
And
and
I
then
was
there's the one with the drumming.
Yes, someone
and the
oh my,
fabric
how can
and
I
the
forgot
fabric.
the drum.
We got
Bruh.
so many beautiful
Yes.
visuals.
Oh my god, the drum. And I will say the drum one was is my
Yes.
best friend Nick. His name is Nicolas Nunuta Nicolas.
Shout out to
Nick, we've been
yeah.
Nick, Sakafet Nick. We've been friends since we were 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I've known him 23, 24 something years.
Wow,
And
that's
so that was so
special.
special to use that
Mhm.
because we shot that just having fun. We were young. We
Mhm.
were 21, I think, when we shot that. 20, and we're just gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it found purpose in this album
Oh yes.
to me felt so special.
Oh, thank
But
you
yeah.
for that because I didn't
Yeah,
know
of
that
cour-
that
yeah,
story. So
absolutely.
I feel even more of a connection with your visuals.
Absolutely.
That's
but
great.
Yeah. It was kind of trying to bringing Haiti into the visuals, bringing the sounds into the visuals.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
So we created a portal.
That is the word I was
Come on.
looking for, Sabine. These are small
The
portals.
connection directly from the island, now here in New
Mm-hmm.
York where we're based, but anywhere in the world
Yeah.
that we would play and use these visuals
Mm.
during our event. And it just
Yeah.
transmutes, it transmits.
Yeah.
I'm
And
loving
they're
it.
all shot in Haiti. Every piece or element we use in the
Nice.
visuals are from the island or
Excellent,
from the
excellent.
country.
And for those who want to see the images, definitely come
Yes.
out to our parties.
Yes. Yes.
But also in our Spotify, we use it as the
Yeah.
video visual as well. So all that is Steven's beautiful
Yes.
work.
Thank you, Sabine.
So you work across all these different mediums. You're also a performance
Yeah.
artist. So you do
Yes, my hidden life.
photography, performance,
Yes.
design. How do you decide which medium best tells the story you're
Mm,
trying to share?
mm.
And how did that play into this project?
Yeah. As Haitian artists, Sabine, you know this well. We're restless. We don't
Yeah,
focus on
yeah,
one thing.
yeah.
We do so many different things
C'est
at
ça.
once. We
Mhm.
comprend ça, Mamzoula, nous
Oui.
explorer lot bagay, lot formatizai. Like we're not just one thing. And I started with photography was my first love.
Okay.
I started as a photographer when I was 16, 15, with a little crappy point and shoot, but
Wow.
I fell in love with
In
it
Haiti.
in Haiti.
Nice.
When I grew up, yeah,
Okay.
when I was growing up there, I got my first camera at 15. And I fell in love with it because when I was younger, this has a point, but I was younger, I used to watch the news, and it was always, if it was CNN or whatever international news, it was always something negative about our country. And when the
That's right.
2010 earthquake happened, that's when
Yeah.
I was 14 as a kid,
Wow.
seeing all these imageries of destruction and also s- false narratives also being spewed out.
Yes. That's
You
right.
know, foreign artists coming into the country and exploiting such tragedy and going back to their country and making so much money out of the work. National Geographic photographers, like all these photojournalists flocking into Haiti and taking the shot and leaving. That when I was younger, I felt like it was so exploitative,
Right.
and I
right.
was like, why doesn't a Haitian photographer do this job? Why doesn't Haitian artists, or why aren't we at the forefront of telling our narrative?
That's right. Yep. Yep.
So photography gave me a chance to have people, to let people see my Haiti, see what our stories are, and
See my Haiti.
yeah, and
I
a
love
lot
it.
of the narratives that we don't get to tell because of XYZ, whatever,
Exactly.
whitewashing or
Exactly.
racism. We're
Yes.
always looked at through a lens of the Western gaze, through a
Right.
lens of we're always filtered down at these.
Mhm.
But anyway, photography was a way for me to reclaim our stories.
Mhm.
And then
Beautiful.
as I got older, exploring my work, I went to Parsons, and that opened a lot of doors for me. And I saw my potential in
And
performing.
that's not easy.
It is not.
Competitive.
It is
and you're coming from Haiti.
Yes.
So
and
congratulations to
thank
you
Thank
for
you, Sabine,
making it in
appreciate
Parsons and making your way
And
through
you as well. You as
Parsons.
well.
Yeah.
And I was fighting in an institution that didn't fully understand Haiti and its
Of
narratives. And
course. Yeah.
also at times I feel like didn't care about Haiti narratives.
Yeah.
So I had to always, in a room where they're always wanting you to add subtitles to your, I used to do films in Creole, and I used to always get add subtitles, or we don't understand this is too nuanced, and I'm like, no, I have to show up unapologetically Haitian and telling
Right.
our stories. Like,
Right.
you people are intellectual people. You can pick a book, and if you don't understand something alluded in my art, you can look it up. So I
Right,
never wanted
right.
to spoon feed.
And it's interpretive. That will make you
Yeah.
go a little bit deeper, understand this a little bit
Yeah.
more, ask you questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring you closer. I don't
Yeah.
go to an American museum and
Yeah.
try to
Right. Right.
so
right.
I felt when I was there, I had to spoon feed people, make people feel comfortable.
And then you become all of Haiti,
And
the representative.
exactly. And I'm like, oh my God,
Trust
this
me,
is,
I've been there.
yeah, Sabine, And so for me, performance was a way to push that. I wanted to puzzle people more. I wanted to
like that.
I wanted to make you feel uncomfortable a little bit more.
Yes.
And so, yeah, going back to your question, Sabine, I think whatever the story needs, whatever the message or my concept needs, whatever medium it needs to live in, it will live in.
That's right.
It could be
That's
photography,
right.
video,
That's
performance.
right. You're not a monolith.
I'm not a monolith.
Yeah.
And so whatever I feel like that can like drive the story more efficiently, I just go for it.
Whatever medium to express it correctly.
Pas gen secret. There's no formula,
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So you often explore various themes, and we talked a lot about that, but particularly identity, queerness, and Caribbean spirituality, or Haitian voodoo, right?
Yes.
So how does your Haitian heritage shape the visual language you bring to your art and design work and thinking of these themes? And I know it's not easy, right?
Yeah, I think being Haitian and coming from Haiti and growing up in Haiti, I think subconsciously growing up, I've absorbed a lot of our. I've brought with me a lot of my home. So like a lot of in my artistic practice, you see the use of textile and fabric, for example. That stems heavily from Haitian voodoo. And that stems heavily also from my living with my grandma, and she used to sew as well. So I grew up in that. And yeah, so all these elements that I started using in my art subconsciously, but when I went to Parsons, they give you the tools to kind of understand what you write about your work or kind of see your work in a more academic way. So when I moved to New York, I understood why I use fabric. I understood why I use veves or why I'm talking about.
You were drawn to it because that was what you grew up with, but there's also a spiritual reason.
Exactly.
That's like propelling you and to show the beauty of our culture in this way.
Sabine. And I always say, I know it's going to sound whatever, but I feel like sometimes it's the lois kind of working through me. So I mean, like,
we could go there. That's what we're talking about.
Sometimes,
let's name it.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It is the lois. It is.
I see it. I feel it. Your work is like going into a temple because the level of fabrics. But the design and the colors that you bring together is like a milocan. Like it's but in every space you're presenting it in such a beautiful way that it's become your signature.
Thank you, Sabine.
I cannot see any other hanging fabric anywhere without the touch of Stephen Baboun.
Thank you, Sabine.
Because there is that underlying, I feel like it's an ancestral calling for you. But you put it in a space that shows us as we are today. And it enforces us, not only those who are non-Haitian, even those who are Haitians, to be uncomfortable, to question yourself, your spirituality, to look back, just like how you were inspired by your grandmother. It's gonna trigger memories for us too. Some people are welcoming that, and then your art speaks to that tension, which I think is beautiful.
Thank you, Sabine. I appreciate that. But it's almost like. It's almost like I am building altars, and it feels rewarding because I'm senti m'a font travail pour loyo, if that makes sense, in my way, my contribution.
That's right. How has your work has been received in Haiti versus, let's say, New York or America? And being your full self. Oh, we're definitely talking about Caribbean identity and queerness. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Sabine. I go on tangents. No, but that was beautiful. Yeah. We need to hear that.
Yeah, growing up queer, Haitian, and also Arab as well.
Tell the people.
Yeah.
What is your full cultural background?
Yeah, so full cultural background. I'm Haitian with Palestinian and Syrian roots. And I say that because, Haiti is all I know. My grandma from my mom's side, my grandparents from my mom's side are, my mom's first generation Haitian. So they immigrated from Syria. And from my dad's side, they immigrated from Palestine a couple generations ago.
Okay.
So you have that kind of mix of culture, this hybridity happening in my household, in my family. So it was always really, really special. But I always felt Haitian.
Right.
C'est là m'grandi.
That's your language. That's your food.
That's my
your
language.
culture.
That's my food. So it's like yeah, so but I also feel
Pas que au monde
Palestinian.
pas haïtien.
No, no, no.
Haïtien net.
Merci, merci.
Ou parle créole très bien.
Oui, mais c'est culture ça seulement me connaît, like
Oui.
the Middle Eastern culture, which I love, and I thank my ancestors, I thank my grandma, I thank my mom, I thank all of that. But in the reality, I didn't grow up there.
Right.
I'm so distant from it. You
Sure.
know,
Mhm.
you know, it's a more of a diasporic experience, whereas Haiti is more like c'est la caille moi lié.
Oui.
You know, so yeah. Something I lost my train of thought.
No. Identity.
Yeah, and so my work being received differently, and also so being queer, being Haitian, being from these Arab cultures, it is not the most accepting of cultures. You know, where both of these cultures are very queerphobic, very homophobic. We have to call it as it is. And so, sometimes I would kind of show my queer work in Haiti, and it would have some pushback, or it would be criticized, or it would be overlooked. Yes, unfortunately. But that these are small instances. But I would say I think my work is, I feel, equally received in New York, in Haiti, with the same l'amour, the same.
Yes.
The same. Okay, I get where you're doing. Je comprends ce que tu vas faire. Je comprends mission. So it's always wonderful, but there's nothing like showing in Haiti. There's nothing like when I create back home, when I exhibit back home. I feel more grounded, and I feel more understood. Yes.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that, because I wanted folks to get a full picture of who you are and where you're coming from with your work, right?
Absolutely.
So we already talked about all the creative hats that you wear, right? From running Studio Baboun, am I saying that?
Yes.
Okay. To performing as Marie-Claude.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
You don't understand the place in my heart for Marie-Claude.
Thank you, Sabine. Thank you, Shane.
How does humor and social commentary intersect with all these visual projects, with all the things? I mean, you sort of illustrated that already, but talk to the people about Marie-Claude.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has anyone interviewed you about
Marie-Claude. No, never.
Tell
it's
the
almost
people.
My alias, my alter
So there's
ego.
a whole other side of Steven that is so funny.
Oh my God. Sabine.
Oh my God. You just bring relief to us on a daily.
Yeah, I feel like Studio Baboun is my production house. That we create all these beautiful visuals under.
Great.
So that's more of the kind of fine art, commercial work, kind of like collaborative work. Marie-Claude is an alter ego, this humorous, comedic, digital character that lives on TikTok, on Instagram.
Yes.
And she started in 2020, during the lockdown.
Right.
Think about March of 2020, when everything was first happening, the fear, the uncertainty.
Yes.
And Sabine, the world was locked down. The world was completely frozen. So my biggest fear was, shoot, when am I going to go back home?
That's right.
When am I going to see my family, my friends? That gave me the biggest panic attack, Sabine. I was like, the fact that
I can't imagine. Yes.
You know, it was weird. It was a weird time, and you're locked in your house, and you're thinking and all these thoughts, And I was like, I felt the need, the longing to connect with my people, my community. And in such a very sad and horrible time around the world, like, I felt like, okay, I think people need a little joy, a little humor to kind of make sense of all of this. Marie-Claude started in 2016, actually.
Wow.
I was doing Snapchat videos for my friends, and I would send them.
Snapchat, yes.
They'd be like, you should post it. And I was like, no, what are you talking about? I'm just doing this for fun.
Yeah.
And in 2020, I had the guts to be like, all right, maybe I'll download TikTok. That's when TikTok was popping. And I started to release these videos. And
oh my gosh.
she flew. She grew wings.
She became her own entity.
And Sabine, I'm like, I don't know how. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened, but I'm grateful.
That's literally, I was going to say that we are grateful that you gave us that comedic relief during that
Merci
time
un peu.
and to this day,
Yeah.
especially with all the things that are happening
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
That's also part of us as Black folks and people of the diaspora. We use
Fuck
all
oui.
all aspects of our culture, and laughter is a
Exactly.
key point of healing.
And talking about the social commentary intersection of it is like
Yeah.
my Claude also, you know, she molds, like she takes personalities of your aunt or your mom
I
or your
love it.
grandma or your
Yes.
teacher, but also at the same time bringing at the forefront, okay, maybe this is something we need to fix as in our society.
Mhm,
Maybe
mhm,
this is something we need to change, you know,
mhm.
kind of a mirror or reflection.
Yeah,
So.
and it's the thoughts of our people, right? But you have the
Haitian
courage to
existence,
put
you
it
know,
out there. Yep.
how we
Beautiful.
talk, how we speak,
Our
how we
mannerisms.
argue, how
Yes!
we love, how we
Yes.
it's just beautiful. It's so animated and
Yes.
it's a
Thank you for
blessing.
that. That's
Thank
another
you,
beautiful
Sabine.
artistic offering that you've given us. So,
Yeah.
okay, I think last question.
Yes.
As you look ahead, whether through Studio Baboun, your art,
Yes.
your performance work, what's the vision that keeps you grounded?
Mm.
And connected to the album's title, Tonight We Fly, I Swear Na Volé, what's the vision that keeps you grounded and flying at the same
Yes.
time?
I love that. I think for me, Sabine, I would hope that the work I do, how I keep grounded and how I keep going with the work, I'm always fueled by my homeland of Haiti. That's always gonna be.
Aye, bobo.
I know that's what you hear from every Haitian artist, but it is true and we mean it
Mhm.
because we
Yeah.
are Haitian artists. We have big responsibilities, Sabine. We are not only a target. Look what's happening
That's right.
with Haiti
With
in
the
the
travel
news, with
ban,
Haitians, with the tribal bans, with
The
discrimination against Haitian
stereotypes.
immigrants.
Yes.
All of these racist, calculated attacks. Like I can't sit back
Mhm.
and not be a defender.
Mhm.
So
Artists as first responders.
as first responders,
defenders. Oh, I love defenders.
like when
Yes.
these falsehoods about our people, about our country happens, we're there to be like, no, this is false. This is
That's
what
right.
it is. This is what it, you know. And so for me, it stems from, as a Haitian, to be a good Haitian, I have
Mhm.
to love my country
Mhm.
and I have to serve it in whatever
Oof.
it may be. And that's my definition. That's my kind of ethos and all of that. But Sabine Paka Mouri,
Hmm.
knowing I haven't moved one pebble or
Right.
change somebody's perspective, you know?
Yes,
And so
yes.
for me,
And that's the power of
yeah,
art.
yeah, that's the power of art. And for me, you know, being an artist for Haiti, by Haiti, from Haiti, you know, like these are my wings and this is what's gonna keep me flying.
Oof.
Et puis Sabine, you as a Haitian artist, a Haitian
Yes,
musician, you are
yes.
carrying the stories of your people in your sound, in your performances. Like
Oui.
this is a lot of spiritual work and
Oui,
weight.
oui. Oh my gosh,
So,
yes.
Haiti cap fait nous voler, Sabine.
Woo!
Cap keep us flying. Yes, yes.
Utandesa?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
For those who don't speak Creole,
Yeah.
Haiti is the cause. It's the
Yes,
wind beneath
yes.
our wings,
And
right?
it's also the future of what Haiti can be. It's also the
That's right.
future of I'm
Mm.
excited right now. Haiti has been going through a lot of horrible things, from gang violence to gun violence
Right.
to corruption to displacement to just exploitation. You know, we've gone through a lot, but I know that there is light ahead of the tunnel, and we have to be ready to go back, to rebuild, and to receive
That's right,
Haiti.
the diaspora.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Woo. Thank you,
Thank
Steven.
you, Sabine.
This was
Merci un pile.
incredible.
Merci
I
un pile,
look
merci un
forward to all the infinite
pile.
blessings
Merci, chérie.
for you as an artist,
Merci, chérie.
as you're growing, as you're expanding. I'm just so happy for
Merci
this
un pile.
tribal connection that we have
Yes,
amongst us.
yes.
And we're excited. Thank you so much for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
Where can people find you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I am online, Stephen Baboun, Stephen with a V, Baboun like the monkey, Baboun. I'm on Instagram, Stephen Baboun. I'm on um, TikTok as Marie Claude. You can go to stephenbaboun.com, check out my work.
Yes.
Studio Baboun is also online. You can check out my work there. So yeah, and studiobaboun.com.
And you're part of a collective.
Yes.
Just real quick. Just real quick.
To.
And what else is coming up? I don't know when this is coming out. But yes, say all the things. So plug.
Yes, thank you. I also, me and my two friends, Dave and Davidson, we have a
shout out.
Yeah, shout out Dave and Davidson. My brothers love these two men. They've taught me a lot, and we've grown a lot with our creative agency called Native Roots, and we work with artists and businesses and nonprofits to do visual production, anything. And we have our first event coming up June 14th at 501 Union. Gadijio's playing. Jack Rooster, who's a Kenyan DJ, will be there playing. So it should be Okai's gonna be drumming. So it should be a really fun time. June 14th, Rhythm and Roots, it's called.
Yes.
And Bio, Michael Bourne presents Bio Tour. That is coming up June 28th at Barclays. Pizzy, that you had on your show, and I are leading the stage design and all of that. So
excellent. We don't stop, y'all. We keep going.
Pague Campe, Sabine. Pague Campe, baby.
All right. Thank you. Love you so much. And I appreciate you. Yeah. So for Oyasound, go to www.oyasound.com. Check out all the links and find previous episodes of our podcast. And thank you for listening and watching.